Yep, I would say that cold weather is on its way. And you guys, check that out. Hey you all, God bless you and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going out here in the woods this afternoon. Trapping season is just about, it'll come in there about the 15th. And what I do is I do some presets, or I'll go out and I'll make some dirt hole sets that are already, there, and I don't have to do anything except go put a trap in it. That's one of the things that I like to do. So I'm going to take you along on this little video right here. For some of you young people who don't know anything about trapping, I'll show you a couple of things that you can do to just enhance your luck in catching some animals. All right, you guys, you can see right here that I've got a cubby set that I just keep it there permanently, okay? I'll either set a conny bear in this or set a snare in this. I'll probably set a killer snare in this one, okay? I've caught several raccoons right here in this particular one over the years, so I just keep it there, all right? So I'm using Hallbaker's gland. This is fox lure right here, you all, okay? But it works really good for coons as well. So what I'll do is I'll just put a drop of it right there in the corner of it, so it can't rain on it. This stuff is very loud. So this is red fox. I've already seen a red fox on the game cam in here, you all, so that means he's here. And believe it or not, right there is some really good bait from Hallbaker's. I just need a stick there to get a hold of some of it with. I'll just take a little bit of that bait and I'll just put it right there in the back of the box. That's all you got to do. That's one of the simplest ways to start doing this, you all. Come in here 2 or 3 weeks, even a month before season starts, and start laying in your trap places where you're going to put your traps. Put you a little bit of bait in them, get the animal to come into that and getting it without a problem. And most of the time he'll come right in there and step right in your trap. All right, you all, what we're going to do right here is we're going to make us a dirt hole set, okay? What I'm going to do is I got my trapper's hatchet here. I'll go ahead and chop that dirt up really good. For you people who trap in the sand, you won't really have that much of a problem, but here in Virginia, in the mountains, you're going to chop through rocks. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is just big enough, you all, to get your trap down in there, okay? One of my favorite sets, you all, for red fox, gray fox, either one, is not to make that set level with the ground, okay? So what I do is I create a step down. This fox will come over here. Instead of it being level like you've seen them made, I like to make them step down. That way when they step down, they're going to be committed, okay? So I'll go ahead and put my bait hole in there. It don't have to be very deep at all. I always put a backing stone on there. That makes the animal have to come around there right to where that bait hole is, so he can't dig it out from the back, okay? Make sure you get that established in there really good. And what you're really doing is you're making this look like that a fox has already come there and buried something, all right, or dug something out. So dig that out. Got a little bit of bait. Let's go ahead and stick it down the hole. Pretty simple. Now we're going to make it look like a red fox is calling this his own property. So we just go to the stone. Just put a little bit of gland lure right there on that thing. That's all there is to that. Alright. Now we'll take our dirt, which we will reuse. And the good thing about doing it this way, you all, is we'll just go ahead and get rid of the rocks that's in that dirt. It's all them little stones, they'll cause your trap to jam on you, okay? Get rid of that. Put that over here. The shovel. Now, there's just a perfectly ready to go dirt hole set. Now one other thing, I'm going to show you a key to this, you young guys. Take them sticks and stick them in there just like that right there. And I'll take a photograph of this, you all, and stick it in the video, okay, so that you see how this looks. And I will if I can turn it on. Okay. Got a dirt hole set ready to go. It just don't have a trap in it. We're going to make a scent post set. I'll get that rotten piece of wood to go in the ground. We ain't had no rain in several weeks, so it's really dry. Now you all, what we're doing here is, it don't make no difference whether it's your dog, your cat, or whatever. We know that that animal is going to come through here somewhere along the line, mark his territory. He's going to hike that leg up, or that old girl's going to squat down and pee somewhere. Right there's one of the most effective trap sets that you can use to catch a trap-side fox. That's one that's been to your set, and that set has throwed on him and it didn't catch him. This is one of the sets that you can use. So you'll take your trap and you'll put it out here about 8 or 10 inches away from this thing, so that first thing he's going to do, he's going to come up there and he's going to smell that, okay? He's going to step up there and stick his nose to that. Then he's going to hike that leg. Or the old girl's going to back up and squat on it. So what you want to do is you want to put it out there about 10 inches maybe away from that post. So when that animal steps up there and he smells it, that he's going to step into that trap. This also works really good, you all, with doubles. In other words, you've got a trap here and then you put one back over here. So that and I can smell that stuff right there really, really good right now. So that is just a curiosity scent post set for animals who are trap shy. What we're going to do here, you all, we're going I'm gonna take some of this bait. See if I can find another stick there somewhere. Take some of this bait. I'm gonna smear it right there in that cut in that log right there. Just leave that stick laying there. Now somewhere at the end of your log, come up there and put you just a little bit of scent. Now what we're doing right here, you all, is we're making a crossing. This is a log. It's laying across this little old branch. It's dry right now. But foxes have a habit of running logs. You can see it all the time when the snow's on the ground. They will be running these logs up above the leaves and up above the tarmac there, looking down for mice, because that's one of their favorite meals. Now you can see that I'm down in a valley. The foxes, they will come down the tops of these ridges, both sides, sneaking along these deer trails. They'll be looking down in the valley to see what they can see. And sooner or later, they're going to pick up the scent that you put out here, and they're going to come down to investigate that right there so that they can see if they can get them a free meal, okay? So this one, I like to use you all for a snare set. I will set a snare on both ends of this log. And that way I can have, you know, maybe a double catch, because sometimes these animals will come in pairs and they'll try to beat one another to the bait. So this one right here is probably, I don't know, 36 inches off the bottom of that. So the animal's going to have to come up the log to see what it is. All right, young fellers, that's just about all there is to it now. You've got all these traps. You've had them sitting around in the garage and all in places for over a year. If you haven't used them, make sure that all of them are working good. I'm going to set this old big one right here. Yep, there she goes. Now, one of the things that I like to do, you all, is I like to keep them scent free, human free. Hands down, I found over the years that one of the best ways to do that is to take a bucket of warm water. Before you went out to set your traps, take you a bucket of warm water and put you a little bit of your red fox scent in it, if that's the kind of scent you're using. And it works really good. Just put you some traps in there in that water with that scent on it. Let them sit in there a little while. Bring them out and hang them up and let them dry. And that scent will remain on that trap, and it'll surround that area with that red fox scent, and your scent won't be there, okay? That will be overpowering to the animal. Now, foxes are really, especially a red fox, they're peculiar. They're really sometimes hard to catch, especially if they ever come up on one of your traps in a dirt hole. I don't care how much bait you got in that thing. If he's ever thrown a trap in one of them holes and it didn't catch him, he's trap shy. He ain't going to come around that particular kind of set in my book. I've trapped them for too long, and that's just the way they are. That's why I like to use the scent pole set for some of these animals that's in this particular area here, where some of these younger fellers have tried to catch, and they haven't caught them, or they cut their toe off or something like that, because that does happen. And then the fox gets away, and then he's really hard to catch. So with that, you all, I really appreciate you watching my video. Hope you have a good trapping season. Skin you some big old coons and make you some hats and coats and sell them and make you a little bit of money if that's possible right now. So I don't really trap for a living anymore like I used to, but I'll trap for the meat now, and I'll also trap to get some pelts so that I can have them to make stuff out of, because you never know when you'll need one. So Once again, you all, I really thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Have yourself a wonderful day.